Our keynote speaker. Every year we try to bring somebody in who can talk about some educational issues. So when Gary asked me, go find somebody, go get somebody big this year, I have some contacts throughout the state, and I reached out to them. And knowing what's happening with Governor Christie's push with charter schools, a good friend of mine said, you need to speak to this guy, Carlos. He's great. He's a go-getter. He's really promoting education, whether it's charter school or public school or private school. So I talked to Carlos, and he says, Alex, I'll do it in a heartbeat. So before I bring him up, let me do a little quick background of Carlos Lejnieks. Did I say that right, correct? Thank you, Carlos. Carlos is a man committed to today's youth and tomorrow's future. Currently, he is chairman of the New Jersey Charter School Association and trustee and co-founder of Democracy Prep, a high-performing charter school based in Harlem, New York. Last year, he was appointed to the National Advisory Board of the National Association of Charter School Authorizers, replacing Arne Duncan. Now, if you don't know who Arne Duncan is, he was the superintendent of the Chicago School District. Today, he's the United States Secretary of Education. So when they ask a guy to fill the shoes of the current Secretary of Education, you know this guy comes well-versed. Professionally, he is president and CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Essex, Hudson, and Union counties. Also, he has served on President Obama's Regional Finance Committee, Governor Christie's Education Transition Team, and Newark Mayor Cory Booker's Transition Team. He has a bachelor's in International Relations and Commerce from Brown University and a master's from the London School of Economics. Ladies and gentlemen, MBCA is proud to have as our keynote and Education Award winner, Mr. Carlos Lejnieks. Thank you. We're going to give you this after.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. When Alex called me, I said, of course I'll be here, but the thing that sealed the deal was an opportunity for this North Jersey guy to come down to Atlantic City and share fellowship with so many people so committed to community and giving back. So thank you, Alex, for thinking of me. And I'd be remiss if I didn't highlight Gary Hill's leadership. We did a lot of email exchanging back and forth, and I came to appreciate his vision and also John's vision as well. So they deserve a round of applause for putting together such an amazing group of people. And also, getting to meet a number of our scholarship award winners. It's a sincere honor. I think, I was taken by conversations with Elijah and a number of others, the personal journey that has gotten them to this point. And so to have a centerpiece of today's event and luncheon to celebrate scholarships and people persevering and living the American dream by going off to college is a sincere honor to be alongside them. So I believe that the young scholarship award winners deserve a round of applause, please. But what Gary and John have been able to do, it makes sense, right? People who are business people, entrepreneurs, they find quality things. They see things that are worth investing in, and then they start putting their money where their mouth is. And indeed, entrepreneurialism and small business is a critical backbone to what drives this country and what makes this country great. The ability to innovate, to think anew, and to create new systems. This is as American as anything else. Yet unfortunately, many of those tenets and qualities don't always resonate in our public school systems. And what brings me to this conversation today is something similarly American, but something slightly different. As far back as I can remember when I was in kindergarten, I remember Ms. Horn tried to get me to memorize those words that every single child here in Atlantic County says every single day. She asked me to raise my hand and talk about how I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm a social entrepreneur. I'm a person who is driven by a social bottom line. I'm a person who is driven to ensure and seek justice for all. Yet we have buildings and we have infrastructure that is vibrant, and yet within walking distance that doesn't always exist for many of our population, for many of our young people. I'm the CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters, based in Newark, as Alex mentioned, and when I took over the agency in May of 2008, we had only 116 young people. And just last year, we ended with over 1,000 young people in one-to-one mentoring relationships. Now, this was done as we started to shop around a business plan and we started to think critically about who should partner with us. This was done by us thinking big. I was driven by Mother Teresa's famous quote, that even the biggest people with the biggest ideas will be shot down by the smallest people with the smallest minds. Think big anyway.